She asked police for help, and days later, she was dead. This is the death of 23-year-old Kiena Dawes in Lancashire, England. Tonight, we examine the verified facts, the warnings that were reported, the police response, the court verdict, and why this case continues to raise difficult questions. Kiena Dawes was a 23-year-old mother and hairdresser from Fleetwood, Lancashire. Friends described her as outgoing and devoted to her infant daughter. By mid-2022, she was also reporting repeated domestic abuse. In early 2020, Kiena entered a relationship with Ryan Wellings. Court records later documented a pattern of coercive control and repeated assaults over the course of the relationship. Kiena contacted police multiple times. On one occasion, she was hospitalized following an assault. Wellings was arrested and released on bail with conditions. 11 days later, on July 22, 2022, Kiena Dawes was found deceased near a railway line close to Barnacray, Lancashire.
She had left a note in which she wrote, "I was murdered. Ryan Wellings killed me," referring to the abuse she endured.
British Transport Police confirmed her death as a suicide. In the subsequent trial at Preston Crown Court, Ryan Wellings was convicted of assault and coercive and controlling behavior against Kiena. He received a sentence of 6 years and 6 months in prison. He was, however, cleared by the jury of manslaughter in relation to her death. The court's verdict reflected the legal thresholds required for establishing causation beyond reasonable doubt in UK criminal law. An independent Office for Police Conduct Review found that the handling of Kiena's earlier abuse reports raised concerns. Multiple officers were referred for misconduct proceedings over how her complaints were assessed and acted upon. Key questions remain about the protections that were in place and whether the system did enough after Kiena's reports, the breaches of bail conditions regarding the decisions made by bail supervisors, and the enforcement of protective orders have all been subject to public scrutiny. In England and Wales, the offence of coercive and controlling behaviour was established in law to address patterns of abuse within relationships. The Dawes case illustrates both the use of this legislation and its limitations in the context of subsequent suicide. Kiena Dawes' case remains a reference point for discussions about protective measures, enforcement, and the challenges of connecting repeated abuse with legal outcomes. Her story underscores the complexity of domestic violence cases and the ongoing need for systemic improvement. If you have information or insights relevant to this case, contact the appropriate authorities. For more investigations like this, subscribe to the Cold Case Bureau and join us as we examine challenging stories with care, accuracy, and respect.